Have you ever felt like the world has moved on without you? Like every voice is laughing and busy while you sit in a silence that no one seems to notice? You try to smile, you try to belong, but something inside feels heavy and separate. It is a strange kind of loneliness that sits even in crowded rooms, and you wonder why Allah would allow you to feel so unseen. My dear brother, my dear sister, pause for a moment and imagine this. What if this loneliness is not the absence of love, but the presence of Allah drawing you close? What if the distance from people is the nearness of the one who never leaves? He is not casting you aside. He is taking you aside, gently removing you from noise so your heart can finally hear. You are not abandoned. You are chosen. You are not invisible. You are being prepared. Your Lord sees the cracks no one else notices. He knows the secrets you never say aloud. And in His mercy, He places you in a quiet corner where He can heal you without distraction, where He can whisper strength into your soul. When Allah takes you aside, it is not rejection, it is protection. He knows how quickly the heart becomes bruised by careless words, how easily faith can be shaken by unhealthy company, how small seeds of doubt can grow when watered by the wrong influences. So He interrupts the pattern. He removes certain people. He closes certain doors. He slows down your plans. And you stand there confused and aching, but later you see, later you realize, it was not punishment, it was mercy. A jeweler does not polish a gem in the street. He keeps it safe in a hidden place until its shine is ready to meet the light. So it is with you. Your heart is being polished in solitude. Every tear that falls unseen, every prayer that trembles on your lips, every night you spend awake in longing, all of it is part of the divine process. Nothing is wasted. Your Lord is near, closer than your breath, closer than your sadness. And He will not let this season pass without purpose. Hold on. For this solitude is sacred. Have you noticed how easily the heart bends when it is surrounded by too many voices? One careless word can plant doubt. One sarcastic laugh can make you shrink. One gathering can leave you feeling restless and far from Allah. Sometimes you walk away from people and realize your faith feels lighter, your thoughts feel scattered, your soul feels wounded, and you ask yourself, why? The truth is that hearts are fragile, they absorb the tone around them, they copy the habits they witness, they pick up the desires they see celebrated. And so in His mercy, Allah pulls you away. He places distance between you and the crowd, not because you are unworthy, but because your worth is too high to be risked. He guards the hearts that He loves, the same way you would guard a treasure, away from careless hands, away from sharp edges, away from dust and noise. He hides you for a season, so that your purity can be preserved, your clarity can return, and your bond with Him can grow. Think of a precious vessel made of glass. Left in a crowded market, it would be knocked, scratched, maybe shattered, but placed gently in a safe corner. It keeps its beauty. It waits until the time is right. That is your heart. And Allah is its protector. He knows what you cannot always see. He knows which companions would weaken your resolve, which environments would tempt you, which paths would quietly lead you away. And so He interrupts. He lets certain friends drift. He lets certain gatherings lose their appeal. He lets certain invitations pass you by. And though you may feel left out, you are in fact being lifted out, removed from harm, placed under mercy. Every closed door is a form of care. Every cancelled plan is a form of love. You might grieve the loss, but later you will thank Allah for saving you from what you did not understand. So, when the silence of isolation comes, do not fill it too quickly. Let it purify you. Let it reset the rhythm of your heart. Replace the noise with Quran. Replace the endless chatter with dua. Replace the constant scrolling with stillness before Allah. For in those quiet hours, your heart is washed clean. Your faith is watered. Your soul is made whole. This is how Allah guards you, not always with armies or miracles, but with silence, with solitude, with space to heal. Trust that His protection is better than your plans. Trust that His mercy runs deeper than your desires. And believe that the loneliness you feel today may be the shield that saves your faith tomorrow. There are moments when you feel that no one truly understands you. You try to explain your pain, but the words fall flat. You reach for comfort, but the responses do not touch your heart. In that emptiness, you may wonder why Allah has allowed you to feel so unseen. Yet it is in that very emptiness that you are being invited. Solitude is not the absence of love. It is the presence of a deeper love. It is Allah calling you to Himself. When people step back, it is so that you can step closer. When familiar hands let go, it is so that you may hold the rope of Allah more tightly. And in that quiet, your soul begins to taste what it was starving for. The sweetness of turning to your Lord with no distraction. The peace of crying only to Him. The relief of knowing that even when the world is silent, He listens. Think of the nights when you lie awake, when everyone else is asleep, and you whisper His name. Think of the tears that fall unseen, that no friend wipes away, that no family member even knows about. Those are not wasted tears. They are collected by the one who knows the secrets of the soul. Every sigh, every tremor in your voice, every heavy breath is recorded by Him. And in that quiet, your relationship with Allah strengthens in ways that no gathering could ever provide. Because now your worship is pure. No one is watching. No one is praising. No one is clapping. It is just you and your Lord. The one who already knows the scars on your heart and the fears you hide. He hears you before you even speak. And in solitude you finally learn to trust that He is enough. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, tasted this before revelation. He would withdraw to the cave of Hira, away from the noise of the city, away from the endless chatter. And it was there, in silence, that the words of Allah descended. That moment changed the world. And yet it came in solitude. We are shown again and again that seclusion is not weakness, it is preparation. It is a time to feed the soul with what it was created for, remembrance, reflection, and reliance. So take the loneliness you feel and turn it into a sanctuary. Sit with the Quran and let its verses speak to you as if they were sent today. Lift your hands and talk to your Lord as if no one else exists, because in truth, no one else does in that moment. It is just you and Him. Do not see your solitude as emptiness. See it as nourishment. The heart needs silence, the way a seed needs soil, hidden, unseen, yet being fed from within. When the time is right, it will bloom, but for now, it grows quietly under Allah's watch. Let your solitude be that soil. Feed your soul with prayer, with dhikr, with gratitude, and you will find that what felt like loneliness was actually the richest company you could ever have, the company of the most merciful, the one who never leaves. Have you ever wondered why some of the hardest tests in life happen when no one is watching? Why certain struggles are hidden? Why certain battles are fought in silence? It is because Allah trains the heart in places unseen. He molds His servants in solitude so that when they emerge, they are stronger, purer, and ready for the mission He has written for them. Think of it as a workshop that no eye can enter, only you and your Lord, where pain becomes strength, where patience becomes habit, where faith is stretched and tested until it is unshakable. This is the hidden training ground. And though it feels lonely, it is full of divine attention. You are never more seen than in those unseen moments. And every tear that falls in private is part of your preparation. Reflect on the story of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, thrown into a well by his own brothers, then imprisoned unjustly, stripped of freedom, left in silence. Yet it was in those hidden years that his soul was forged, his wisdom was sharpened, and his faith was purified. By the time he stood in power, he was no longer the young boy who was betrayed. He was a man of vision and resilience. Allah did not abandon him in the well or in the prison. Rather, Allah was training him away from the eyes of the world, and that training prepared him for the responsibility of saving nations. So too, your unseen struggles are not meaningless. They are a sacred workshop designed by the most wise, where your weaknesses are stripped away and your true strength is born. In these seasons of isolation, you may feel forgotten, but remember that diamonds are formed in pressure and the sharpest swords are forged in fire. No one sees the heat, no one hears the cracks, yet the result is beauty and strength. Your heart is undergoing a similar process. Every hardship you endure in silence, every temptation you resist in private, every doubt you fight alone is a layer of training. Allah allows the pressure because He knows what it will produce. He knows you are capable of more than you realize. And so He teaches you in the shadows before He brings you to the light. Do not despise this season. Embrace it. For it is here that your character is being refined, your faith is being tested, and your soul is being taught resilience. When you emerge from this unseen training, you will carry something the crowd cannot give you, a quiet strength, a deep trust, a closeness to Allah that does not shake when people leave or when life changes. Your worth will not rest on their approval. Your stability will not depend on their presence, because you have learnt in the hidden workshop of solitude that Allah alone is enough. And when a servant of Allah knows